to Design Review Board meeting of Thursday, April 17th, 2025. I'll call the meeting to order and ask for approval of the agenda.
I make a motion to approve the agenda.
Second? Tessa, roll call, please.
Board member Valagora. Oh, here. Board member Lawson.
Yes.
Board member Rainey.
Yes.
Board member McNaughton.
Here.
Chair Duber.
Yes.
So, point of order, Chair. I don't know if it's true here, but voting present or here implies a non-vote, I believe.
Okay, so you'd like to change that for our agenda so that when we're
Well-
approving the agenda, you want us to say here now? Is that what I'm understanding?
No, a couple of people said here, and I don't think that that is the same as yes or I. It is voting present, which means I'm here, but I don't cast my vote.
So should we take another roll? Is that what you would like us to do?
I don't know, I am just bringing it up to the chair because I think it passed no matter what.
Well, do we need a discussion on how we want to approve the agenda, whether you say yes here or no? Or does our city manager have any direction for us on how we can
I'm
satisfy?
full on gonna forget, so if you.
I mean, we're approving the agenda, which is either yes or no to me, and here didn't really.
Didn't make sense, yeah.
Well, I just wasn't gonna, but
Yeah.
I know you like things to be done, so is it,
I can check on whether or not the word here implies, as Tim was saying,
okay,
and give the answer to you.
okay,
But I think, yeah, that's all, yeah, I'll do it.
okay, at this point, so are you saying?
Yes, no, aye, or
Three
nay.
yeses or, and two here, so,
I would just vote yes from here on out.
okay, yes or no, okay.
The request,
Yeah.
and Tim said that the request was voting on the agenda
Correct,
and not, am I present or not?
correct,
Oh.
And some people, I think, voted here,
Oh, got it.
so
Right,
it was,
right.
it was the answer to the question. I don't think anybody.
At least in the US Senate, voting present means
I agree.
yes.
Agree with you, yes. But, yeah.
We just got elevated to status, yeah. Okay, all right.
I'm glad we got that.
Well,
Great. Smooth sailing for Darwin is going to go fine.
We want to make it exciting and DRB, yeah, all right. So are we okay with the agenda? All right, we'll continue the meeting and ask for any amendments to the minutes. I do have something that it's on page 3, and it is section 7, line 6, where the minutes reflect that McNaughton asked Duber to elaborate on what part of the code I was looking at, and I responded, DRB architecture criteria 17.70.090 ABC. I'd like that added to the record as, that's what I cited as my, criteria, so.
Could you repeat that code one more time?
Yes, that would be the, Kennedy Municipal Code, 17.70.090 ABC.
Thank you.
And then one other thing on section 3, line 4, where the structure and give examples for other known locations, I would like Seaside and Nehalem specified as those locations. And that is all I have for amendments to the minutes. Anyone else has something? Ask for a motion to approve as amended.
make a motion to approve the minutes as amended.
And a second?
Second.
Oh, third. And that's a roll call, point of order, maybe I'll just make sure, so we're going to say yes or aye, is that,
I like that.
okay? All right, okay. All right, roll call, please, Tessa.
Board Member Rainey,
Yes.
Board Member McNaughton.
Yes.
Board Member Valagura,
Yes.
Board Member Clausen,
Yes.
Chair Duber.
Yes. All right, thank you. We'll move on to public comment. If anyone has public comment on Zoom, Robert? Okay. Okay, we will move on to our non-hearing items. Yeah. This is a non-hearing item regarding DRB 25-06. Darwin Turner of Cannon Beach Design Company on behalf of Cannon Beach Conference Center at 100 East Third Street in a residential motel zone. The application will be reviewed against the criteria of Municipal Code 17.62 signs. And staff report, please.
Good evening. The applicant proposes to replace the existing freestanding signage from the Cannon Beach Conference Center at the intersections of Third and Spruce and Third and Fir. Excuse me. Application materials indicate that the signage will be constructed from carved cedar, colored dark gray with white trim lettering, and have a blue image consisting of haystack rock with clouds. No internal or external illumination is proposed. The signs are located on separate property frontages of the conference center.
Concludes staff report, thank you. Any additional correspondence?
No.
Oh, right. And presentation by the applicant.
I think it's self-explanatory. Do you have any questions? Or I guess I want to turn field box 488.
So to me, it looks like you're replacing what's already there.
Yeah,
The
we're
sign.
replacing both of them with the same materials, basically. They just updated their logo.
And the posts for the sign, or is it
The
just gonna
posts.
be,
The posts are there.
so those weren't gonna be replaced, it's just the sign?
Yeah, we'll probably be using the same posts, but if they needed to be replaced, we'll replace them with, cedar posts that will.
The second one that's on Third and Fir, is that wood, or is it just the color gray that kind of makes it look like it's a?
It's cedar as well.
It is, okay.
And what's there now is cedar, as you come around that turn, it's, right now, it's getting pretty warm, so.
Okay. See any opponents at this time, so any staff response? Additional comments? Okay, so,
Replacing their signs.
Okay.
Same hole.
so, look for a motion to approve the sign permit.
Make a motion to approve the sign. Permit as is.
Second. Okay, any discussion?
Yes, I wondered, was this approved as a variance on the height issue? Is it, because it's, I think it's like 18 inches and the maximum is 16 inches, or do I have my math wrong?
I'm not sure what you're, is it your height?
From Thursday.
Yeah, we're good from height and sign area.
Okay, they're complying.
Yeah, there's no need for
Okay,
variance.
this is just a replacement of a complying sign that's worn out.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
And new logo.
Yeah.
That looks good.
Yeah.
I like the logo.
Anything else? Oh, great. And Tessa, call the roll, please.
Board Member Clausen,
Yes.
Board Member Rainey,
Yes.
Board Member McNaughton,
Yes.
Board Member Valagura,
Yes.
Chair Duber.
Yes. All right. We'll now move to consideration of DRB 2507, non-hearing item, freestanding sign, Darwin Turner, Cannon Beach Design Company, on behalf of Crystal Cove Boutique at 1347 South Hemlock in a limited commercial zone. Application will be reviewed against the criteria of municipal code 17.62 signs, and staff report, please.
Thank you. The applicant proposes to install new freestanding signage on the existing mounds on the northwestern corner of 1347 South Hemlock Street. The signage will be circular, 4 feet in diameter, and constructed from wood. It will be painted white with navy blue lettering and a light blue border. No internal or external illumination is proposed with this signage.
Thank you. Presentation by the applicant.
Okay, Darwin Turner, P O Box 488. And this sign is, it's the kind of the directory sign, because there's 2 buildings there. And the other building, they didn't want to bother using that. And so they're letting them use the whole signs area. So it's a direct, it was a directory sign, now it's just going to be for the 1 building. And rather than just being circular, it's gonna be square, but it'll be painted circular, so you know, circular, so. And it just fits in the, you know, the posts and everything that are there already, so it's just kind of as you know, pasted in the sign. And it's a flat panel, it's not cedar carved or anything, it's just kind of a flat panel sign. Budget. Yeah, it's painted, it's a budget thing for that one.
So it is actually gonna be painted? The material there, it says wood and then doesn't say the.
Yeah, it's wood and then painted the blue
And then,
and white.
what's the blue? It looks super, I noticed from Pantones.
Yeah.
It looks super bright, but you never know.
290, what's it say now,
2915 C.
So it's the second one down.
Oh, yeah, it sounds bright.
Yeah, for some reason it comes across as a.
Like super neon.
Yeah, it's really light, but it's just kind of, you know, light wood.
Is it painted on both sides, or what will the?
It is, yeah, it's painted on both sides, the same thing.
Okay,
Both
so it is
sides.
double-sided, double-faced.
Yeah, and that's their logo.
Well, you actually answered one of my biggest, sort of visuals was it looked like a circle being stuffed into a square peg. And so I'm glad to hear you say that it's going to fit into that
Yeah,
area and then just be painted in
Then
a
it'll be-
circular logo.
so it'll be around the edges instead of see-through, it'll be.
Do you know what the color is that will be around the circle then?
It'll be white.
It'll be white.
Yeah,
Okay.
so white, or just an off-white. So it kind of, hopefully it just kind of disappears.
Yeah, okay. Any other questions for the applicant? Okay.
This was just one that was next to S'mores. So
Yeah, that's
I
what
just
could
saw
be-
the S'mores one last week.
Yeah.
They elected not to use this previously. I can't remember what the name of the restaurant was.
Gatsby's.
Gatsby's, and I think there was an office use that shared this sign. So S'mores decided to use theirs on the fence that you looked at, so this was available.
Yep. Okay. So it falls within the size dimensions for that.
So Emma, can I make a comment that the maximum is 36. And this is only 16
Yeah,
square feet, is
yeah.
that right? Okay,
Well,
all right, quite a bit smaller, and the height is fine, it's 4.5 feet. So everything's the same, the posts are the same?
yeah, this just goes, it kind of has a little frame that it'll set in. So screw it with it. Frame.
Right, doesn't look like any presentations by proponents, any additional staff response or comments from applicants, we can, a motion to approve,
Make a motion to approve the sign as presented.
and a second. Okay, any further discussion? That's a roll call, please.
Board Member Rainey,
Yes.
Board Member Clausen,
Yes.
Board Member McNaughton,
Yes.
Board Member Valagura,
Yes.
Chair Huber.
Yes. All right. Great. That concludes our agenda items for this evening. We can move right into good of the order. If there's anything to bring up for good of the order.
Thank you, everyone.
All right, Steve, you have something for good of the order?
No, not this evening, just, I appreciate everyone that, coming on in, we're still trying to work on bugs, it was nice to kind of have, maybe a little bit easier one to work on some bugs with, and we're still working that out, so we appreciate everyone's patience on that.
Yeah.
And, if you need electronic copies, we might be able to get you some, but we appreciate the fact that just with this week, you didn't need to concentrate on some other things, and we're gonna have the opportunity to get that to you.
We noticed the owl,
Yes,
me. He's staring.
he's staring at you, he's staring at me.
Yeah, it's just the way, he's got eyes everywhere.
I know. He has to be right.
The phone, the phone would be speaker.
Put a little beep on it and maybe whatever, but, all right, Michelle, yes.
So this is all about signs.
Yes.
So the Oro sign, has anybody noticed that? It's like peeling off and falling down, and it actually never ever came from DRB. They just put a decal on what was hanging there before, the Morris's fireside, so it was just a decal. So ever since the last storm, it's like peeled off, and it's not approved, it's whatever, so it just looks terrible, so.
Well, I would say, code enforcement, because there is, in our sign ordinance, it speaks to maintenance.
And
For
it's not having
signs.
decals.
Well, so that could be something that maybe, our code enforcement officer, but I think that for those to be initiated, you kind of have to file a form
Yeah,
stating that it's in disrepair.
and it was, I don't think it was ever approved. Cause I mean, I've been on DRB since forms was around, so that never came before us.
Well, that's something that, yeah, I mean, I think that, how would you like to, proceed with it, you know, I mean,
We'll take a look.
okay, all right. Okay, so we'll just kind of hold off
Yeah.
until,
Yeah,
okay,
cause making a decal, like,
okay,
they don't last.
okay, yeah, that's right, that's for sure. All right,
Great hash browns.
Great. Detail.
good, good, how's that?
How's that?
I had something else.
Yes,
And I probably know that we're selling our Portland condo and it looks like I'm gonna have to be in Portland extensively for like the next 6 months. So I won't be able to serve well as vice chair. I'll be able to zoom in, but I'd like to nominate Valerie McNaughton as my successor.
all right, okay, so you want to withdraw as vice chair? Okay, do we need to have another vote and nomination process? Or
You know,
does him
if you wouldn't
resign?
mind, why don't we take a look at that and see what's the best way of doing that, and we can come back to you next, month with a bit more of an answer on that?
Yeah,
No,
We can't just nominate the chair.
I don't know the answer to your question. What we do, Harvey, is we have a meeting at the beginning and we vote for a vice and a chairperson.
Of course.
And so that's what we did. You were vice chair. I need to know whether or not we need to hold an election for the vice chair. So I'd be happy to find that answer out.
Sure.
So just that you're resigning and then just how we
Yeah, I
would
resigned, I resigned as vice chair.
appoint, how you would appoint a new vice chair, so whether that means another vote or.
Look,
just
I'll,
need-
I'll
yeah.
get some info on
Yeah.
that,
that'd
and
be
I'll
great.
send it. So thanks for letting us know, we appreciate it.
Anything else?
You're our first night meeting.
Okay,
We had a 2-day meeting.
Nicely done.
This is the first one of yours.
Well.
We call it yeah, so we're trying to, we'll be meeting like this probably for 12 to 15 months. Okay,
we should have it down by then.
yeah,
Right, we got it down.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
thank you for your patience.
just, yeah.
Got it.
So we're still in the meeting, sorry.
Uh, okay. If there's nothing else for good of the order, we will adjourn the meeting. Woo. Okay.
You.